Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Indigenous Australians. Will the Minister outline to the House how the Territory Stolen Generation Redress Scheme announced today by the Morrison government will support the healing and well-being of stolen generation survivors in the Northern Territory, the ACT and Jervis Bay Territory?
The Minister for Indigenous Australians.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the member for Reid for your question. But I also want to acknowledge the contribution you've made in respect to matters associated with social and emotional wellbeing, mental health and youth suicide. I appreciate the opportunity the Prime Minister and I had today to announce all of the significant elements of the Closing the Gap implementation plan after 12 months of signing this agreement with State and Territory First Ministers. What's important is the elements that are within the Closing the Gap strategy, including the stolen generation, was based on us listening to what community said to us, working with the peak organisations. And what's important about this one is at the beginning of the year, Maisie Austin, along with Fiona Cornforth, came to see us and met with the Prime Minister and I, and they talked about the impact of our policies and the lingering legacy of the pain that they were still feeling. And so when we worked this through to seek a resolution, to give them hope and aspiration, to give them an opportunity to be in a position in which they can make some solid decisions about the remainder of their time, because most of them are now well-aged, and the impact of those policies have had its mark. But this will provide an opportunity for them to make decisions about entering aged care or finding an alternative to aged care. It helps in the process of the healing that we all talk about on both sides of the chamber. But what's important is we'll provide support and interventions that will assist them individually. It is part of telling the truth of this nation. They will tell their stories. We will provide individual apologies to them because of the work that has been done. The reaction from members of the Stolen Generation to our announcement this morning has been overwhelming in appreciation for the recognition that they have a special place in our history, and that we as a government have been able to create an opportunity for them to be acknowledged. And what I want to do is make sure that as we progress the rollout of the scheme is that they're informed of what our agency will provide. So we'll provide access to social and emotional wellbeing programs, mental health support, financial counselling, and any other support that they need in order for them to live a quality life as an outcome of this. They have waited for a long time, and it's a privilege in today making that advice and providing legal advice to them as well. So I want to thank all of my colleagues in Cabinet who overwhelmingly supported this initiative. Thank you.